Bum bum bum. Oh, howdy, folks. Super Rugby. The Blues. Are the Blues gonna go smash or splash? I don't know. I don't know. They're actually gonna kick off at 9:35. We've just had kickoff. Oh, and the Tars have fluffed it from the kick. We're gonna have a scrum already, I think, or was it an accidental offside? Oh no. Blues are gonna take a tap. How's everybody doing? Who are we picking? I need to adjust the scoreboard. There we go. And then interact with you. And scroll down a little bit. Oh, too far. Ooh, slower mark. I swear this thing is very finicky. Stop. Too far. A little bit. This is enthralling viewing, I know. Come on, Mark, you can do it. There we go. Stop there. Okay. Okay. Right. Frankie, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Haven't done a stream for a while. How's everybody doing? We're a minute and 30 seconds and I finally got everything set up properly. We can watch some rugby. I'm hoping the Blues can do the job. Tars have lost their last couple. Blues are on a bit of a hot streak. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. High marks and big blowouts this weekend. Hoping the Blues can make it 3 from 5. Yeah, man. I watched the start of, the first half of Moana and the Crusaders. It was close. And the second half, nope. Hurricanes blew the bloody Highlanders away. Chiefs Brumbies was a good game. Like, that was a proper close game. And then the Reds and the Drua was a bit ugly, but the Drua did not play well. Reds did really well. So, yeah. See if my Blues... We've just scored. Surely he's got that down. Or is he short? There we go. Blues have scored. We're only 2 minutes and 26 seconds in. Finlay Christie. Try time, babies. See that you have the trivia beer. I do have the trivia beer, Frankie. I made sure to buy a trivia beer this week. Oh, man. Christie had to get it after Slater had gone very, very, very close. Good, bro. How are you? Blues 13 plus says Rugby Noise. Yeah. I think Blues 13 plus is probably a fair call, given the form of the two teams and given the start we've just had. Take that for sure. Alex reckons Waratahs 17, Blues 39. Yep, I'll take a bonus point win for the Blues. Could certainly do with that. Seems as though a coach linked with the AB's team's forms drops off a cliff. Highlanders, Jamie, Moana, Tana. What's all that about? Yeah, you gotta wonder if there's any kind of distraction with the players. But to be fair, Moana's, supposed to finish towards the bottom, and the Highlanders are supposed to be the worst New Zealand team. I know Moana had a bit of a year last year when Artie was here, but brutally honest, neither of those sides losing surprises me, but the margins were maybe a bit surprising. Happy my Crusaders got a bonus point win finally. Yeah, they did well, man. Under a bit of pressure at halftime, but second half looked good. Especially with the 10 crisis. Jeepers creepers, you guys need some 10s to be fit, eh? Lamb busting tackles already. Rugby Noise, because you didn't capitalise his name, I initially read that as that you'd forgotten to put a space. So I thought you said, I am busting tackles already. And I thought, bro, we've only just started the stream. Where are you busting tackles? But now I know what you meant. It took me a second. I'm a bit thick. Fletcher Neal, bro. That try that he helped set up with that line break. Oh, my goodness. Crazy stuff. Oh, Blues have just fluffed their line out. One more game before the move. Are you going to Super Round, Frankie? I assume you are. You seem like the kind of man who'd get tickets to that kind of thing. Oh, another advantage for the Tars. It's a bit scrappy. Potter's kick's useless, so they'll take the penalty advantage. Tars will take a touch kick. Yep, fair call. Planning on it, yes, might be my last live game here as I am 99% there with a move to Auckland. What? And leave gorgeous Canterbury behind? Surely not for smelly old Auckland, where I am. No, we welcome you up here, bro, of course. Yeah, actually, man, having the players come back for the Crusaders is going to be timely. The bye, I think, has come at a good week in terms of the injury toll. For sure. I don't know that they listed all the times for the Crusaders guys. Like the time frames. The TMO's having a look at something here. Is it a high tackle? Oh, shoulder to the head. Malachi Rampling might be in a bit of hot water here. Yeah, there's no wrap with that right arm, so he is going to be in a bit of hot water. What was I looking up? I was looking up the injury list for the Crusaders. Yep, and that is a yellow card brandished at the Blues. Ray Hanna was to be confirmed. Dominic Gardner, 2 to 3 weeks. Sykes Martin, 2 to 3 weeks. Cooper Roberts, 2 to 3 weeks. Havili's 3 to 4 weeks. Macca Springer, 3 to 4 weeks. Taha Kimura's concussion. Ray Hanna's concussion. So they should be back after the bye, eh? I think the bye is pretty timely. Anthony Mahello, Mark and fellow watchers. Drua had a shocker at home. Could have had 3 wins on the trot and home for first time forever. They played terribly, unfortunately. They couldn't catch that friggin' ball. It was very frustrating to watch. Like, I don't usually gamble, right? But Betcha keeps sending me $10 free bets, right? Where they're like, hey, we'll give you a $10 free bet if you deposit $10 into your account. So I put $10 into my account, play the $10 on something safe, like the Crusaders to beat Moana, which pays nothing, but then I've used my $10 because you have to use your $10 before you can take it back out. And then I put the free bet on something I think's a 50-50 or a decent shot. I would have got $8 back if the Drua had won. I put it on the Drua. I was like, Drua in good form. It seems like a sensible bet for the free bet. No, the Drua shat the bed. So that's why I don't gamble my money. I gamble their money. Jorgen said it 13. I think it might be Joey Walton, isn't it? Same hairdo. Got a bigger schnoz. I was wearing my Blues jumper for the one interview, and apparently that made an impression. Got all the way to the reference check, which is part of apparently done today. Holding thumbs. I'm there in 3 weeks. Wow, that'd be massive, man. Welcome to Auckland. Daramundi, man, how's it going? Are you hoping for another Aussie win, Daramundi? Reds have got it done. Brumbies got it done. Force are on the bye. Would the Tars make a perfect weekend for you? Or would you like to see my Blues get it done? Like to see me be happy? Oh my goodness, and it's Jules' birthday. Jules, happy birthday. We should be breaking up the top shelf stuff. Hey, Jules. And the Force are on the bye for your birthday. That's unfortunate. Oh, Phoenix. Just a quick kia ora, Mark. Kia ora, Phoenix, man. How's it going? Long time no see. That's my fault. I haven't done a stream for ages. I'll admit, I used to do them more with Gaza. I like doing them. He liked doing them as well. That's one thing which is a big shift. Could have sworn Barrett converted that. Yeah, they seem to be replaying. I wonder what they were looking at. Hopefully can't get my hopes up. Was happy about the Reds winning in Fiji. Yeah, I thought you'd like that one. They played really well. I thought the Drua, man. Reds rested a few guys. Drua at home. But man, no, the Reds played well. Drua couldn't catch the bloody ball. Quite frustrating. Just from a neutral point of view and a guy who had $10 on the draw. 10 of the TAB's bucks. Betches bucks. Not my own bucks. I didn't lose nothing. Tickets for Eden Park and you and Tony when I get there. Bodie has been bringing out the spiral punts lately. Yeah, although Tony's going to be disappearing shortly. He's going to be off on his honeymoon. He's getting married soon. So, I think he's going to Thailand or something. But yeah, we'll see. Going to take a bit of a hiatus, I think. You should get Tony in on the stream more. Yeah, I thought about hitting him up this weekend, but he is fully in wedding preparation mode. So, I can't blame him for that. Oh, the Tars are going to score here. Oh, just short. They have to score. If they don't score, they've blown this. Oh, they've not scored. They've lost it forward. How the hell did they not score there? That was a try for all money. Great pop pass. Step, missed tackle, and then... Was that Peter Arkey with the tackle? No force this weekend, so much more relaxing just watching the rugby. I know that feeling, Jules. It feels nice, doesn't it? Sometimes you can just sit back and watch. It's like me watching the Six Nations. I was concerned thinking us from the Drew are going to be at home, how shaky the Reds can be there on Monday, but no, they came through all right. They are doing all right. Bit greedy from the redhead. Yeah, Sid Harvey needed to pass that one, I think. We all know Gazamania is forever. Yeah, that's true, bro. And great defense from the Blues. Yeah, a hell of a try saver, man. Did I catch any highlights from the Bulls Cardiff? I've seen the score, but I haven't seen the highlights just yet. I was thinking about getting up for it, but it was actually not that early. It was 6 o'clock. But I watched Connacht and Ulster instead, which was at 8:40. So allowed me to have a lie-in after getting up every friggin' weekend to watch the Six Nations. I had a bit of a lie-in. What can I say? I figured the Bulls would win that one with a bit of a hiding, but it sounds like it's been an entertaining one, Cobra. I'll have to check out the highlights. Up the Tars. They should have scored just then, bro. 15 on 14. Big line break. Numbers. Not quite converted. Jules enjoyed this. Oh, here we go. Was that a kick from the hooker? What did I just see? If I'm not mistaken, the Tars hooker just dummied, fended, got a line break, and put a dinky kick over the top. But did he used to play 10 as a kid or something? What the hell did I just see? Jules enjoyed the Six Nations. Yeah, the Nations thing's going to be good. Italy coming to town should be a good game. Given the current form of the New Zealand Super Rugby teams, what do you think our chances are on the South African tour? I mean, we're underdogs. We're underdogs. I'd like to get one. If we don't get at least one win from 4 games, I'll consider that a bit of a failure for sure. If we could get 2, I would consider it a success. 3 would be dreaming, and 4 would be a miracle. Oh, Tars have got another advantage. Oh, that's try, or is there an arm under there? Held up. Bloody hell. Was that Archie again? Blues are hanging on by a thread. Season of the front row kicks. Yeah, man. James Slipper had one the other week, didn't he? Moana knew he'll make some impact from the bench as well. Cracking matchup today between Glasgow and Leinster. Who am I tipping? Glasgow are at home, aren't they? I think I tip Glasgow by 1. If I know myself. And my conservative picks, which err towards home advantage. Yes, I indeed picked Glasgow by 1. I didn't check the lineups, though. I put those picks in before I'd seen the lineups. I haven't even seen the lineups at this point. How are the lineups looking? Are they full strength, half strength? Glasgow are very depleted. Oh shit, maybe I should change my pick. Tars have got a 5-meter scrum. It's crabbing sideways, but they got advantage. Second phase. Surely they've just scored. Held up again? The Blues are going to end up with another card if we keep conceding penalties. All right, let me have a look at these URC lineups. TMO's going to have a look for a grounding. While he's doing that, I'll look for these lineups. Can't see nothing from that angle. It's just a bunch of bodies. Lineups. What the flip? I don't know what Osprey's Bennett on. Glasgow, Leinster. Lineups. Schickerling, Hiddleston, Finn Richardson up against Usanov, Kelleher and Clarkson. Alex Craig, Alex Samuel, Archias Neyman and Brian Deeney. Ferry Vailano is another no try for the Tars. Do we get a yellow card warning? Not yet. Vailanu, Mackenzie Duncan. Do I even know who Mackenzie Duncan is? James Culhane, Will Connors, Jack Conan, George Horn against Luke McGrath, Dan Lancaster, Sam Prendergast, Stafford McDowell, Henry Tim Shaw. Yeah. Kyle Rose getting the game. Hugo Keenan's back fit. That's a bit of good news. Both sides are missing a lot of players, to be fair. I think Leinster's just maybe got a bit more depth. Kieran Frawley and Adam Hastings on the bench, though. Some internationals there. Making a meal of these try attempts, Jules. I'm loving it because the Blues are just hanging on for grim death, aren't we? I'm just hoping we don't get carded by conceding penalties under pressure. Thoughts on the possible positional battle between Wallabies 10 jersey Gordon and Meredith? Meredith's playing all right, isn't he, for the Brumbies? Although he's not having to do the goal kicking. But I know he's done goal kicking in the past. But Carter Gordon's been having a good season for the Reds, hasn't he? I think Carter's surely got his foot through the door a little bit by being taken on that tour. Have we held them up again? We've held them up again! Oh my goodness. How many near misses is this for the Blues? Like 4? We are unbelievably lucky here. Well, it's a great defence, I suppose, but geez, they've had some chances. Yeah, I think Carter Gordon's got the foot through the door initially. He went on the tour with Joe last year, and Les Kiss is his coach at the Reds. So surely it's advantage Carter. If we can keep this defensive shift up for 80, we're in with a great chance. For all the attacking rugby in the South, defense wins games. I found it funny during the Six Nations, Frankie, that there were so many high-scoring games when that's one of the things a lot of people would give Super Rugby grief about. Like when I say high-scoring, I'm like 90-point games. You know, there might have only been one 90-pointer, but yeah, you know what I mean. Tars on paper should be good, says Jules. I hope not. I mean, part of me would like a close game, but part of me would just like my Blues to comfortably win this game, but it's not looking likely at the minute. Tars have just lost the ball forward. If the Wallabies can get a Lomax in, he's a good goal kicker, so a good combo with someone like Gordon. You'll have to tell me about Lomax, because apart from the fact that he signed, I know nothing about him. I really don't watch league at all. Give me some insights. Give me some hot takes. 2 90-pointers. Yeah, true. The final was, what was it, 48-46? Tars never live up to it, though, says Jules. I'm hoping they don't live up to it in this one. It'd be annoying if this is the one they do live up to. Oh, Carlos Spencer's in the crowd because his son's going to make his debut from the bench. They had the phone call of Carlos and his son on the Blues Facebook page. It was pretty funny. Oh, the Tars have just won another scrum penalty. Jeez, we're right back under the pump. Right back under the pump. They're going to take the shot this time. They need the points. Tars have had so much pressure. They need the points. Carlos was very nonchalant. Yeah, he was so chill. He was just like, choice or something like that. I told you, Mum? His mum was a lot more kind of stock standard parent Surely the Brumbies, the Tars pick up 3 points here. Maybe. Yes, straight down the middle. What a kick. 5-3. Blues still just ever so slightly in front. Brumbies were impressive yesterday, Jules. I thought they were dead and buried, but they proved me dead wrong. Hell of a comeback from them. Lomax is a pretty good boot on him and is good under a high ball, also pretty big body. Might be a good shout as a further fullback cover. Okay. Has he played Union before? Does he have a background in Union, or is he like fresh into it? I'm going to have to look up the territory numbers because I feel like they're going to make terrible reading. Territory 70-30. Yeah. Sharks should get the job done against Munster at home. I haven't seen the lineups for that one either, but I'm assuming with no international rugby being played for South Africa, Munster should be up against the more or less full-strength Sharks team. Do you prefer Ruben Love at 10 or 15? How good was he last night against the bloody Highlanders? Some of those wide passes, they were absolute rippers. Goal kicking was all right. He wants to play 10. I wouldn't mind seeing a big lump at fullback to diffuse high balls. What can I say? Oh, damn, McKellar is frustrated with Amos Otero knocking the ball on. Yeah, Jordan, Bodie. Jordan, I feel like Will Jordan's best rugby for the AB has been played on the wing, eh? I haven't had a look at the stats, but I feel like that's probably true. The thing about DMAC, Bodie, and Moonga is they're all late, or not even late 20s, I think they're all in their 30s now. But I guess Ruben could be in that super sub utility role for a bit. He's still a young man. But we'll see. Still a fair bit of rugby to be played before Dave even has a decision to make about selections. Still need to find out who Dave Rennie's assistants are going to be. Lomax is a league boy but played some 12 at early school age grade, so not really attached to Union as much as Suali is. Okay. It's like the breakdown stuff, the positional stuff. That's the killer. It's never the skill set. Not so much. I mean, the breakdown and whatnot's a different skill set, but yeah, like catching and passing and kicking and what that fending and offloads, that stuff all transfers pretty naturally. Frankie, you just read my mind with that comment. Love could be in that role that Bodie used to have behind Dan Carter. He could be that super sub, impact, 10-15 cover. He could fit that role for a bit. This time Harvey's passed it and Potter has just dropped it over the line. They might go back and have a look. Was there a no-arms tackle on Jorgo? Anyway, the Tars have just had another golden opportunity and not managed to score. Look at the hands. Jorgensen off his left wing onto the right. Potter just couldn't quite grab it. O'Sullivan's a good fullback. I think Connacht tried to sign him a few years ago. O'Sullivan just makes me think of bloody Tony. Tars are blowing so many tries. Tars can't buy a try. But Tars should be up 10-5, maybe 12-5 by this point. At least. At least. If the Blues get a run of momentum later, they might come back and be a bit disappointed with how this first 25 has gone, because they've honestly blown a lot of chances. Another missed one. Is Potter going off? For an HIA? Bang his head when he was going for that try? Mental impact if the Blues can score a try. Yeah, it would be nice. It'd be kind of against the run of play. It'd be a bit of a morale boost for the Blues and a bit of a hit for the Tars, wouldn't it? Oh my goodness, Debrasini with the chip and regather. Oh, but his pass was a shocker. Oh my God, that's another blowing chance. If Debrasini's pass there is not shithouse, they definitely score. He did all the hard work. Look, chip, regather, great bounce. Just needs to find his man. Oh, that pass just finds grass, it bobbles out. Oh my goodness. It is almost comical, Jules. How old is Jack Debrasini these days? Blues just need to get the hell out of here. We've been in our own half for so long. Territory's still 70-30. Territory's 60-40. Tars deserve to lose this. I don't know. Like I said, if the Blues can actually get a run of momentum, the lack of scoring here might be costly. Come on, Blues, win a penalty. Penalty count can't be favourable either. Oh no, 4-3 is not too bad. Think Debrasini's retiring after the season. Is that right, Jules? He must be getting on. He's been around for donkeys. He played NPC rugby over here for a few years. 32 years old. One more chance for the Tars before we get to 30 minutes. Blues defense is lovely, Josh, but I'd like to see us do more than just having to tackle. How the hell is that the way they score? That looked for all money like they'd mucked that up. Is that forward? It looked forward. Everyone seemed to stop. Surely that's forwards out of his hands. Yeah. Debreceni's reaching forward, pops forwards out of his hands. Surely that's forwards. Get fucked. No way. I'm not real happy with that team. I'm not very happy with that decision. I thought that looked pretty friggin' forward. I mean, the try was deserved in terms of the pressure they've been putting on. Yeah, play to the whistle. Play to the whistle, play to the whistle, play to the whistle. The one try they scored is a comically forward knock try. Okay. Let's see if we can actually get some pill out of our half now. Pity try, Jules, maybe. It's Cook, says Josh. Comical, says Cobra. Yeah, I agree with all you. Now the Tars are going to play with some confidence. That was not a try as a Waratahs supporter, says John. I don't think it was a try either, but I thought maybe... Well, I didn't even think with my blinkers on I think that's a try. That just didn't look like a try. It bounced forward off his hand. I believe Hoskins... I didn't see that he was injured. Let me double check. Blues. Yeah, no, Hoskins is not on the injury list for this week. Still 7 minutes to go. Black Caps are leading 2-1 in a 5-match T20 series against the Proteas. Where's that being played? I haven't been following cricket at all. Go! Oh, they're out. Linesman's flags up. At home, geez, I don't even know. Where has it been played? Don't tell me it's in Auckland. I had no idea. Oh, yeah, Bodie's foot's just in touch there. Tars attack's looking good. If they can just hold that final ball, they'd be killing us. Double hitters with the White Ferns too. Man, there's plenty of cricket going on. Yeah, maybe Michael Hooper's got a point. He's saying that they should just not go for the miracle play. Take a ruck, take another phase. I think that's probably right. Morning, Mark from the US. How's it going, David? Must be a very early morning for you, surely. First few were in Tauranga. Good weather down that way, I think. 2 a.m. in California. I was thinking East Coast must already be early. 2 a.m. I am very familiar with, 3 a.m. from all the Six Nations games. Another Tars knock on. Come on, Blues. Do something. I just pass it to the Tars. Anyway, back for the advantage. Oh, the Tars have conceded a penalty. The Blues will actually have the ball in the Tars half for the first time in about, I don't know, when did we score our try? Must be about 25 minutes. Fleshing, mate. Good morning. It's beer o'clock here. John detests the Reds, but he'll support them. I wish I could say the same when the Crusaders are playing, but I usually want the Crusaders to lose. Even though it's a New Zealand thing, I just feel like they've won enough in recent years. If they went on a 10-year drought with no titles, then I could probably skip behind the Crusaders. But they've won so many titles. What can I say? 5 a.m. on the East Coast. That makes sense. It's still pretty bloody early. You guys are up. Are you guys up just for the rugby, or are you up for other reasons and the rugby's on? Come on, Blues. One try before halftime. We've got another advantage. Go, Cody Vai. He's in my fantasy team, and he's dropped it. Are the Kiwis down or are the Aussies improved? Well, the Hurricanes are looking all right. They thumped the Waratahs a few weeks ago. Did you support the Crusaders during their 2009-2016 drought? I don't think I supported them, but I didn't hold anything against them. Like, I still thought they'd already won the title quite a few times, but I was quite enjoying seeing the titles doing the rounds, you know what I mean? The Tars got a title, the Canes got a title, the Highlanders got a title. I like that. That was quite cool. Blues were awful at that time. Genuinely pretty awful. If you're on holiday, you would join. Wow, you're probably still coffee o'clock at the minute in Flesham. Blues have also opted for a 3, so it looks like it'll be 2 points going into the Sheds. Thoughts on Holland as the new coach, Josh? I was a bit surprised by the news that Jason Holland will be the new Blues coach. I probably shouldn't have been, because he's been a head coach. He's back to being an assistant now. He's probably got his eyes on returning to the head coach role. It just felt a little bit lacking that kind of oomph. Like he's a solid enough coach, but yeah, didn't quite have the same. But I mean, I'll get behind him. Hopefully he does a good job. Oh no, the Tars are finding more space out wide. I wonder what Razor changed when he came to the Crusaders. Yeah, it was a very similar squad, wasn't it? And that other Crusaders squad under Blackadder had gone so close. But, Tars might have one last try in them before halftime. Come on, Blues. Short. Stay onside, Blues. Maybe belief. Surely it was a mental thing with Razor. Short. Held up. Held up. Held up. I hope he didn't get that down, Daramundi. They've already had one freebie, so I'd like them to call that one. Oh, is it going to be a penalty for offside? Jesus, body's everywhere, but surely the ball's down there. TMO wants to come in. Surely it's a try then. TMO's checking for a grounding. Hey, Mark Dunphy. Irish Independent last week said that Holland would be the new Blues coach, so we seem to know a bit about New Zealand news. How do you guys keep getting all the inside words, eh? That's a try. Good camera work. Far out. This match is not going well. Well, it is going well if you're a Towers fan. Man. What's going on with my Blues? Bit of trivia, eh? Take my mind off this bloody Blues game. Ooh, it's a Super Rugby question as well. I like this. All right, you guys ready? Ready to take a stab at some Super Rugby trivia. Who scored the first ever try for Moana Pacifica in Super Rugby Pacific? Who scored the first ever try for Moana Pacifica in Super Rugby Pacific? I'm just listening to Michael Hooper's sideline interview with Harry Potter. I quite like Michael Hooper on comms, actually. Nobody got the Moana answer? Nobody wants to take a stab at Moana's first ever Super Rugby try scorer? I wouldn't have got it. Just FYI. Miracle Whailangi. It was not Miracle Whailangi. Hey, Lance got it. Solomoni Funaki. There you go. Where is he now? I was just looking up. Where is he now? Solomoni Funaki. Is he in Japan? He retired? Dragons? I can't even find it. Yeah, Stern Vern needs to give the Blues the hard word at halftime because that was not good. Yeah, Solomoni Funaki played for Tonga, if you don't know. But yeah, he scored the first ever try for Moana Pacifica. So there you go. Right. Shall we have a look at these stats? They're not going to make pretty reading. Possession is 64-36. Territory is 71-29. The top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The top 9 tacklers are all Blues players because the tackle count is 109 to 38. 109 to 38. Papali'i's made 18. The Tars have only made 38, and Pups has made 18. Anyway, line breaks 6 to 1. Missed tackles is interestingly 8 by the Tars, 10 by the Blues. So the Blues tackling a lot better than the Tars are. If we can get some ball, the Tars defense does not look rock solid. Turnovers conceded is probably the other one. The Tars will be high. Yeah, 9 at halftime. Question for Aucklanders. With my pending Auckland move, which location would you recommend for a rental? Josh says definitely Ranui. Ranui is actually just down the road from where I live. Out here in West Auckland. Ranui's got a little bit of a rough reputation. Sometimes I walk around with my camera and film the streets for another YouTube channel, which is very small. And it's one of the few places I've been abused while carrying a camera, where someone said, "You better not be effing filming my effing house." Yeah. Doesn't usually happen, but it happened in Ranui. It's got a train station though, Ranui. If you want to get into the city, it's pretty convenient. Are you watching Glasgow Leinster tomorrow, Mark? Who do you think will win? Kahu, I think I will get up. It's 6:30 for Glasgow Leinster, but that's a proper Leinster reigning champions, Glasgow former champions, top of the table-ish clash, so I think I'll get up and watch it. Having a look at the squads, I think my pick of Glasgow is looking a little bit less secure. I think Leinster's got a bit more depth in their squad, but who knows? Josh says we might be neighbours, mate. Maybe that was you that yelled at me not to film your effing house. Who could realistically upset the Springboks in the Rugby World Cup based on current form and depth? I mean, I think any one of the top teams could upset the Springboks in one game, for sure. We saw the Wallabies do it at Ellis Park, you know what I mean? But the Springboks look to be the more... Jesus Christ, what's wrong with this? It's my weak-ass hands. The Springboks look the most likely to string a series of performances together, which is what you need to win a World Cup. Frank, rental. It depends. If you want to get around by car, probably Central Auckland is going to save you some time on the motorway. If you live out west, there is train lines. If you live out east, there's not. South also has train lines. North Shore has bus lines. North Shore's got a bit more of an affluent reputation. Likewise, East Auckland, West Auckland, where I live, not so much. South Auckland, not so much. Central Auckland's a bit of a mixed bag. My mum lives in Central. Who got winning Super Rugby in current form? The Hurricanes are looking surprisingly good, aren't they? They're looking better than the Chiefs. My office will be in Takapuna. My partner gets to work from anywhere, which is great. Just find somewhere on the shore, man. Find somewhere on the shore. You'll be fine. Plenty of Erasmuses in neighborhoods like Browns Bay. Rents will be a bit more expensive than where I live, but yeah, bro, there's lots of beaches out on the shore. Move out west, bro. West is best. Yeah, if you want to come join me and Josh, come out west. Come out west. England will beat the Springboks. I wouldn't, like, if the Springboks lost to England right now, I wouldn't be earth-shatteringly surprised. I don't think England's become crap, despite their Six Nations. So I still think it could be a good game. But if it was like a 3-match series, I'd be surprised if England beat them. Don't move to Auckland. There are better places in the world. Well, that's true. All right, I got one more trivia question for you folks. That's a horse racing question and a bit of a language question. It says, what does far lap translate to? I didn't know the answer to this one. Far lap, obviously a famous horse. Does Australia have a bigger percentage during season this time last year? Like a winning percentage? I'd have to have a look. Not sure off the top of my head. I know the Aussie team started strong last year and then fell off the pace. Crusaders machine will start turning come finals time. And with that new stadium, maybe. What do you think of the Chiefs game last night? Chiefs are out of the playoffs in 7th. Yeah, they capitulated, didn't they? But you got to give it to the Brumbies. They were so good. Far lap means difference. Not according to this bottle cap. Far lap means something else. What does far lap mean, folks? What do you want a horse to be? What kind of quick? Any guesses? Lightning. There you go. Lance got it. Far lap means lightning. I don't know what language that is. What language does far lap come from? Who do you see making the final of the Nations Championship in November? Ireland in the box, maybe. France, it's hard to know because they probably won't have a very good touring team. Well, they'll have a good touring team, but not their A team, if you know what I mean. Brumbies for me are the best team in Super Rugby. They played 3 Kiwi teams and won 3 times. Canes have only played the Highlanders. They were lucky against the Blues, I seem to remember. I've partly blocked that game from my memory. I feel like the Blues blew that one. Far lap is Thai. Okay. I don't speak any Thai, so that would make sense. I do speak Chinese, which is a bit random. Have you ever seen Two Cents on Tour? Two Cents on Tour is my other channel. You can see me speaking Chinese there. It's a small channel. It's only got 5,000 subscribers, but it's a bit of fun. Ireland to beat the All Blacks at Eden Park? No. We won't have that. No, thank you. No. No. Please, no. Someone's going to do it eventually, though, I suppose. Don't think the Box will take the tournament seriously. New Zealand will because Rennie has a point to prove himself. Rassi will surely want to be the first one to win that new tournament. He'll want to get his... He might rotate a bit, but I think he'll want to win it. Can you explain how is it fair to have a Sydney-based TMO in this game? Yeah, I never thought about that. I didn't think that first try was a try, but hey, what can I say? The TMO did. Maybe Spencer Jr. scores the game winner and then gives the Tars fans a one-up, yeah? Maybe. I could take that. Can't wait for the greatest rivalry tour, says RBR. Cannot come quickly enough. Are you nervous about how New Zealand will play with the new coach? The only bright side for that is that the expectations are virtually zero. So if they lose, I don't think anyone's going to blame them too much. So, yeah. But I do hope he wins one. First Tars try wasn't a try. I agree, Rob. It looked like it. knocked Ford off his hand to mine. But anyway. Power rankings will be interesting. The Reds did win in Fiji. They will. I think the Reds and Brumbies could be 1 and 2. Dave Rennie didn't lose against the Box as an Aussie coach, and New Zealand are, in my opinion, much stronger than the Aussies. So you're optimistic, Frank. Yeah, the Box didn't have a great record in Australia for a while. And then they suddenly got real good in Australia. That was after Rennie had left. The Box team that Rennie was facing, though, has probably changed a bit since then. I don't know. I think we're not far from the second half now. Jack Debrasini scoring a try. Rennie has lost against the Box with Australia. Must have been in South Africa, was it? Their record is in Australia. Their record against the Box doesn't matter. It's in South Africa. There you go, Kahu. Right, Jack Debrasini has the ball in hand. We're about to kick off with the second half. I picked the Blues winger as my captain this week. I had the other, for my Super Rugby fantasy team, I had the other winger, like the Canes winger, Whinianganofo. I have him in my team. I didn't pick him as captain. I picked Cody Vai. Cody Vai has done jack shit all game because the Blues have had no ball. Not good. That Bok team was coached by Nina, but yeah, everyone who tells me that in certain comments about the Boks, because Russie was director of rugby, I guess it's like technically correct, but Russie was still the boss man, wasn't he? Russie was still the coach. He didn't have to front up as many press conferences, but even then he still did a lot of the press conferences with Jacques, so yeah. Handling errors is 8-2. Goodness me, if the Tars had reduced those even by half, they would be winning this game probably pretty easily. Tars looking pretty impressive, Kahu. Oh no, the Blues are looking... Dalton's off. And they've just got a scrum penalty. Jeez, nothing's going good for the Blues here, team. Cody Vai's just tackled Jorgensen into touch, so that's one good thing. Good, going to see the Crusaders, says Vaughan. Versus the Hurricanes at the new stadium end of May. That would be a cracker, eh? I might have to see if I can get down to Christchurch at some point myself. I haven't been to Christchurch since... I only went once. I've been must have been 2021. Don't worry, the Blues will get there, but worry about the refs, says Ian. Jeez, at this rate, our scrum's getting pinged. We got no ball. It's just scrambled defence hanging on for grim death. If they kick this, it'll be 12 points. Did I manage to get any tickets to the World Cup next year, says James. I did. With my kids going to school, there's a there's a small overlap between World Cup starting and kids being off on school holidays. I can't really bugger off to Australia while my kids are at school because I need to pick them up and drop them off and whatnot. Tars have just kicked the penalty, so it is 20 points to 8. So yeah, the games I only got 2 games. Taking the kids to some, which made it a bit more expensive, but hey, my kids will enjoy going to a World Cup. Argentina, Canada. Argentina, Canada in Brisbane, and then I'm going to England and Tonga by myself because that was a lot more expensive. I think all the England, New Zealand, South Africa, those games were marked up. Australia obviously marked up a lot more price-wise. Blues were never that good away from home, historically speaking. Depends how far back you go, I guess. Historically, not that long ago, we were terrible. Only time I went to Auckland was April 2011. Has it changed much since then? There's more houses, more traffic. There's probably a couple more shopping malls since then. There's a Costco. But no, not that much. Man, Barrett just got a kick underway under all kinds of pressure. Guess the new Reds coach won't want to have a flogging by the Tars ever again. He'll probably feel the pressure more if he does it at his new job than if the Blues lose tonight. But, oh my God, why are we not in the game? Go, Cody. Go. Takes the tackle. There we go. That's the best play from the Blues in about 40 minutes. Here we go. Just take these rucks. It don't matter. Oh, we got a penalty. Good stuff. Maybe now is when we start to kick it into gear, folks. Call me an optimist. Call me a fool. Glimpses. This game's turned around. It's maybe too early to say that, but I'm hoping that we've got some momentum now because we've had nothing for ages. Yeah, Bodie got his leg fell on by Jorgo. But saw the old boy, I'm sure. All right, come on, Blues. Win your line out. Win your line out. Win your line out. Nope. Fucking stolen. Anyway, it was nice while it lasted. Oh, but the Tars have mucked up the exit. It was taken back. Okay, we get a second chance. We get a second chance. Do you think the Test match series against the Box and the provincial teams in South Africa will benefit New Zealand heading into World Cup next year? I think it will give the guys a good chance to bond, for sure. There's nothing like going on tour with a bunch of dudes. You don't have your wives and children and whatnot around. You don't go home every day. You're going on tour. I think that brings the team together like nothing else. So that will be cracking for them. I stopped watching to watch the Tillaroos when the Blues were up. What are the Tillaroos? Tillaroos. All right, Blues have gone 5 phases. They're in the TARS 22. Cigna's having a carry. Get it to Cody Vi. He's in my fantasy team, man. We are a meter away, folks. The TARS have got generally a pretty low tackle rate. Oh, that pass from Bodie was a shocker. And now Potter's got it. And Hoof's clear. The TARS are now doing what the Blues were doing in the first half. Desperation defense. Women's football team. Why Tillaroos? Is a Tillaroo an animal? Or is there like a little pun here that I'm not getting? Isn't it Gillaroos? Or is that a different team? Or am I just got bad eyes? Matildas, right. Oh, that's all right. We all make those mistakes. There's heaps of those teams. There's heaps of those teams in New Zealand as well. The Black Sticks, the White Ferns, the Black Caps. There's the men's badminton team. You know what their name is, right? Miss Perifeta. Yeah, he's injured again. Gillaroos are the women's rugby league team. There we go. Cody Vi! Cody Vi! Finally. That helps my fantasy team and that helps the actual game. Jeepers. Whew. Morgan Turner was saying we had second chance. That's like our third chance. Look, Bodie, Zahn Sullivan, wide ball. Cody Vi over in the corner. Great finishes, right, Morgan. He rides the tackle of Jorgo. It's almost high as well. He's got a weird try celebration where he rubs his nose. Okay, Cody Vi. Take it. It's back to game on. Right, my Cody Vi pick is suddenly looking a lot better. He's gone from 11 points to 70. I could use him to score another couple. All right, what are we saying, folks? Did the Blues come back from here, or was this a... This is a bit of a false dawn. Carlos's boys on. Carlos just looks chilled. Yeah, looks so happy, right? Looks thrilled. Yeah, goal kicking's not been great, has it, Josh? Oh, Potter's just fumbled that one-handed. Oh, if he'd taken that, Potter would have been quite incredible. Carlos gets what loads of people don't. That isn't about him. Frank, have you seen the Toffee Pops ad? Or was that before you came to New Zealand? Bodie has been bad. Yeah, his kicking for poles has not been great. Doesn't fill me with confidence. Sounds like before my time. Okay, Frankie, you need to go right now and search Carlos Spencer Toffee Pops ad and tell me what you think. I love the fact that I'm the guy that tells you about this. This would just get Carlos on to kick him. Yeah, there you go. Carlos could do it. Do I have a favorite Dungeons and Dragons class? I can honestly say I've never played a game of Dungeons and Dragons in my life. I've played some video games which are probably based on Dungeons and Dragons. Like I played Diablo. Is it usually like warrior and thief and magician or something like that? Wizard? Oh, another knock on from the Tars. The handling has been shocking. They're going for it. Handling here is 10-3. What's the position numbers like? Positions 55-45. So yeah. Blues comeback begins now. Let's hope so, James. Attacking scrum, midfield. 7-point deficit. Oh, the ref was so close to blowing the scrum up too. What the fuck did I just watch, Frankie? There you go. Carlos Spencer Toffee Pops. I've changed your life. Maybe not in the best way, but I've just changed your life. Now you want Toffee Pops, don't you? Lucky that was before the days of high definition TVs. You'll never be able to look at Carlos Spencer the same way, mate. Here we go. Oh, try time, Blues. Try time. We're playing some rugby, folks. We're playing some rugby. AJ Lamb. I hope so, Mark. Still got your package sitting there, by the way. I'll open that when the new month starts. Funaki, who I like at 9. Bodie. AJ Lamb. Sweet, sweet hands. Oh, Funaki's a good player. That year that we won Super Rugby under Vern Cotter, Funaki played a lot of rugby. I don't think he started the final, but Funaki was one of our main guys because I think Finlay was out for a long time injured. Go to the ALB school of catching passes. Oh, Ian, yes, you're a champion. We've got no Junaid tonight to do the like reminders. 46 watching, only 20 likes. If you haven't liked the stream, drop us a like. There are channel memberships, which are ridiculously cheaply priced. Gazamania, you can use little emoji thingies, which other people don't have access to, including my dad's famous 12 out of 20 for the ref ratings. Yeah, live streaming stuff. What's happening to the Blues? We've evened the score up, thank goodness. Harry Plummer, yes, Josh. Harry Plummer had a good year that year too. Harry Plummer got himself signed for Clermont based on that season. Not craving a toffee pop, but keen to get into shape instead, Frankie. Oh, that'll do. The Tars 13 and 11 are confusing. Joey Walton and Max Jorgensen. It happens. It happens. It doesn't make you racist. I get guys with similar haircuts or hair colors and whatnot confused from time to time. It happens. What's bad is when one's a back and one's a forward. This ref would be an 8 out of 20. Even Gazza wouldn't go so low as 8 out of 20. Bulls got a good win against Cardiff. Yeah, I didn't see that match. I have seen the score. And it seemed pretty emphatic. I'll have to go back and watch parts of it a bit later. Free dental advice. Joseph, did you just watch 2 Cents on Tour? That video is almost 2 years old now, although I only just edited it. I'm so slack. Or I could have said busy. Editing videos sucks. But yeah, had that dental work back done in 2014. I actually dropped 3 kgs in 1 week. Good man, Frank. I got myself below 100 kilos the other day when I went for a 10k run. I think I sweat out a few grams, but I'm back above 100 now. It fluctuates. What's the lowest Gazza ever rated a ref? I think it would be 11. I think the highest would be 13. He might have gone to 14, but I don't think so. Crusaders and Highlanders are tough now. The Highlanders are having a tough season. Seems to be the way. They always start strong. All that talk about how Jamie Joseph kind of rides his players early in the season for fitness. They come into the season a bit fitter than everybody else. So they start looking all right. And then, holy shit, there's a guy who just been almost flipped upside down there. And then they kind of get caught up as everyone else gets their match fitness. Simon, man, long time no see. How's it going? Good evening. Jules, my mum is going all right. She is a busy, busy bee. She goes to the gym most days. She stays the night here every now and again. She sleeps in my daughter's room, which is nice. But yeah, she's a fitness. My mum used to be quite overweight when I was a young fella, and then in my high school years, she just decided to get in shape. And you know how most people get in shape and then put it back on? My mum was one that just kept it off. She's a bit of a miracle worker like that, so she loves the gym. Holy crap, you walked away for 10 minutes and it's a draw? Yes, stay away. The Blues have been playing all right while you were gone. Still a few weeks out for me to get to 100. My heaviest was 115 and you're just a few centimeters shorter. Dresden, I am about 193 or 194 in centimeters, so like 6'4"-ish. Fairly tall. Being distracted with life, it happens, man. Blues need to pinch Leo Willie to replace Hoskins next year. He's a Massey lad after all. That's right. My daughter goes to a dancing school out here in West Auckland, and every year they have their production at Massey High, which I was in last year. And while I was there, I was looking at all the names on the walls. They have like the Roll of Honor, like academic and stuff. Leo Willie had some sports stuff on the walls, which was cool. Blues are in front. What a comeback. I want the Tars to win because of Moana noob. I want the Blues to win because of Tory and Barnes. Well, because I'm here, surely you want the Blues to win. You want old Mark to go to bed a happy chappy? Surely. Few more centimeters. 188 for you. Thought you were 190. Yeah, a little bit more than 190. Oh, Mr. Randy Viper. Overrated Barrett has been horrendous. Get him out. Good to see you, bro. How's Australia treating you now? Maybe Vern gave him a stern telling off at half time. One would hope so. You might be getting your wish, Randy, because Bodie's on the sideline at the moment. He must have had a knock somewhere here. Oh, yeah, he took the shoulder of Walton to the face. Yeah, bro, I went to Massey with Christian, Talia, and Tavita Lee. Massey's first 15 was underrated. Man, I saw Tavita Lee once at Dressmart. I'm taller than him. That's the only thing I could say. He had a pretty attractive partner. Give him that. He's done well for himself. He was over in Japan at that point, I think, or he'd just signed to go to Japan. So, good player. Quick. Mark Weather's been good here. From coming to Auckland for a week on Tuesday, heard the weather forecast not looking good. Bro, it has been gorgeous the last week. It's hardly rained. It's been sunny without being scorching hot. It's been beautiful. Isn't Bodie the only fit kicker for the Blues? Well, I think Zahn's off. So probably. Saw the Stormers playing the Seattle Seawolves on Sunday. I did not know that game happened. That must be MLR preseason, is it? Fuel prices are skyrocketing here in South Africa due to the Middle East situation. How's it here there in New Zealand? Anthony, about a month ago, I paid $2.20 a litre. And then a week ago, I paid $2.90, and today I got petrol and I paid $3.10. So yeah, it's gone up a lot. It's gone up a shitload. Oh yeah, Spencer can kick, Taylor can kick. There we go. You guys know it. There we go. The kid kickers there. I saw him, Jerome Kino, at Singapore Airport 6 years ago. A massive bloke, says Max. You know, years ago when I must have been in university. On the night of a Blues game, me and my mates were out in town at a bar which was part of Sky City, which is like the big casino in Auckland, and was, at least at the time, one of the main sponsors of the Blues. And after the game, Christian Mealamu came into the bar, skipped the queue, obviously walked straight in. But yeah, he's not that tall, but geez, he was broad. He was just very broad. That was him at his full rugby playing fitness. Randy did see me at Eden Park. Yes, that was at the Super Rugby. Was that the Trans-Tasman final, eh? That's a long time ago now, bro. Petrol went up 4 Rand in South Africa and diesel 8 Rand. Yeah, it's pretty rough, isn't it? I met Graham Henry on a Waiheke ferry. It's pretty short. Yeah, Blues v Highlanders, Trans-Tasman final. See, I remember these things. Not that many people come up and talk to me, so it sticks in my memory when someone says hello. Although some guy did say hello to me today when I was on my walk with my son, which was nice. He said, "How's your rugby podcast going?" It's going good. One time in Wellington, walking along the path, then coming towards me was Matt and Lotto. Dude took over the entire footpath. I believe it. I believe it. Come on, Blues. We need another score. At least our eyes are on the same level. Yeah, I got to meet Scott Barrett, Cody Taylor, and Summerpenny Finau once at like a... Oh, we've lost the friggin' ball. All Blacks experience guided kind of tour thing from a few All Blacks, because my brother's wife's dad, so my sister-in-law's dad, was working for a company who was a major sponsor of the All Blacks. So they got to take their staff through the All Blacks experience, which is like a tourist attraction here in Auckland. And they got some All Blacks along to walk us through. And they did not want to be there at all. It was clearly like sponsorship duties. This would have been before the 2023 World Cup. It's a while ago. But it was a bit awkward. But Scott Barrett's a tall dude. Cody Taylor's built like a brick shit house. Finau seemed very... I don't think Finau had been capped at that time. He was very shy. Would love to see a Blues v Bulls game someday. I've been to a Blues versus Bulls game back in the Super Rugby days. Feels like a while ago now. I remember seeing Victor Matfield doing the coaching practice for the Bulls guys on the side of the field. Funaki's in the match for us, Randy. Funaki's good, man. Funaki's a good player. How's Sam Darragh been going? He's been tackling the house down. Come on, Blues. We are 4 meters out. We got advantage. Not releasing. It's right out in front. Do they just kick it and say, Waratahs, you need to score 7? What's your favourite Super Rugby rivalry not involving the Blues? Scrum called. Blues are going for the jugular, folks. Best rivalry. I mean, Chiefs Crusaders games have been pretty good in recent times. Reds and Waratahs always don't seem to like each other, which is quite cool. I feel like rivalries were more of a thing during the NPC days, but maybe I'm just a bit of an old man. What's your go-to choice All Blacks midfield? I like Barrett and Tupaia, but Fainga'anuku's a real threat too. Part of me, with how much we struggle under high balls, just wants to see Geordie back at fullback. Tupaia 12, Fainga'anuku 13, chuck big tall Geordie Barrett at fullback, catch the high balls for days, big boot. But I know he doesn't want to play there, but I don't know. Most down-to-earth All Blacks I've met was George Bower and Asafo Amua in Christchurch after a game, of course, much more muscular than they look on screen. As soon as you see these guys in person, you realize they're all built like brick shit houses. They don't look that big on TV, but compared to normal humans, they're friggin' built. Gonna reset the scrum. How confident are you about Dave Rennie's ability to get the experience and ability back to the ABs to their winning best? Well, it sounds, Anthony, like the All Blacks camp is a bit divided, a bit unhappy. He's a man known to be like good at bringing the community together and players together. So if there is a man to do that, maybe he is the man for the job. Barrett 12, Supaya 13. The main reason I like Geordie at fullback, not that he's played there for friggin' years now, is just we suck at catching high balls. It's just such a chink in our armour. Oh, Funaki's just been held up. But yeah, like Frankie says, I don't think the Tars player was back. Bodie's just been told he needs to shut his mouth, otherwise he's going to get penalty reversed. Should have wrapped this game up in the first half. The Tars should have been up 10, 12, 15 points in the first half. Easy. Barrett needs to shut his mouth. I agree. Barrett getting told off by the ref is hilarious indeed. Robbie, good morning from Ireland, Mark. Hope you're keeping well. I've not been watching much games here because it's hard to keep up with Super Rugby. I understand. My Blues have been struggling, but we're ahead by 3 with 7 to play. Give it to Vi. Nah, AJ Lau. I just wanted Vi to score for my fantasy team. We're 8 points up now. Surely we... I don't want to say these words, but surely we can't blow it from here. If there's a team to blow it, it's my Blues. Barrett shouting at the ref. I have been told by his cousin, who I'm friends with, that him and Geordie are a little bit prick egos. When I was at Tony's house, we were watching a video of Geordie Barrett's, like, he's got a golf channel. Yeah. I think you'd have to really like golf to watch it, though, because it's kind of dull. Who's been the best and worst fantasy pick? I picked Finneanganofo, who got a hat-trick. He scored me 100 points. I picked Geordie Barrett. He got me 70 points. They've been all right. Rob Valentini didn't do shit for the Brumbies. He got 15 points. I picked Cody Vi as my captain, thinking the Blues might have a good game against the Tars. And he's like my lowest scoring of the back three that I picked. So, yeah. My worst pick's probably Armstrong Ravula at 10 for the Drua. The Drua were pretty shite. $39 out of 4 likes out of 54 watching. Click the like, Ian. Yes, bro. Click like. Channel memberships are 99 cents. Get emojis. People like Daramundi there and other people have got the little icon. And Robbie, because they're channel members. Look at that. In Ireland, I like to think these things are Ulstering it or Munstering it. Munstering is snatching a victory at the end, 82nd minute. Ulstering it is throwing away a sure win in the final 10. I'm hoping we're not going to Ulster the shit out of this. But I feel there's a deep connection between Ulstering it and Bluesing it, because the Blues Ulstered it against the Brumbies only a few weeks ago when we had a lead. We had chances to close the game out and still managed to lose it. What was in the golf stream, Randy? It was just Geordie Barrett playing golf. Yeah. And, like, that might be exciting if you've got a host who's very excited or, I don't know, entertaining. But Geordie Barrett's pretty reserved. So for me, personally, it didn't make for great viewing. But if you're into golf, you might like it. Look at Daramundi. He's using some of the emojis I set up. And Josh just joined the channel memberships. Cheers, Josh. Good man. Where does Rico Ioane fit into the plan? I was hoping Leinster were going to fix him. Leinster was supposed to get him firing, but he's been bang average for Leinster. So I don't know. Where does he fit? Have you seen Damien Penaud's chess streams? I have not. Is Damien Penaud a keen chess player, is he? The man has the temperament of a 4-year-old when he loses. I imagine to be a top sportsman, you have to be insanely competitive. Have you guys heard the stories? Like, have you seen Richie McCaw's movie? If you've not seen it, I'll tell you that they interview Chasing Great, right? Richie McCaw's movie. They interview his missus at the time. I don't think they'd been married that long. But she said, like, Richie is so competitive that, like, if you're... What did she say? Like, if you're going to the door, he'll be like, hey, I'll race you there. Or, like, if you're tying shoes up, I'll tie mine up before you can tie yours up, kind of thing. Everything is competitive. I would imagine Damien Penaud playing chess is much the same. These people are not at the normal level of, like, I like to win. They, like, always want to friggin' win. I think you have to have that kind of mentality to become a professional sports person. Very frustrating watch as a Tars fan, Sam. I was frustrated for a long time as a Blues fan, but you guys, I think Dan's going to be pretty pissed off because you honestly should have had the game, I don't know about put to bed, but you should have had a very comfortable lead in the first half, man. I can't believe it. One time Geordie Barrett smiled at me and gave me a thumbs up. I wasn't even acknowledged his existence, but he assumed I was greeting him. Okay. Waratahs have never been a good team. They were Super Rugby champions under Michael Checker. Second season in charge. Come on, Blues, get it out. No! Why would you keep the ball in when the scrum is under that kind of pressure? They're going quick, the Tars. If they score here, it's going to be a grandstand finish. Come on, Blues. Show that grit and determination defense what you had earlier. Oh, Richie's Mister doesn't try to play fight with him. That's the case. True enough. Richie would never lay his hands on a woman, though, surely. Richie's done everything perfectly, hasn't he? I don't think he's got in trouble for anything, has he? As a Crusaders fan, that 2014 against the... Yeah, that penalty at the end, man. Bernard Foley. Who was the ref for that one that made that call? Was it a South African ref? Oh, the Tars have just knocked it on. Thank goodness for that. This one they spotted. Thank God, says Randy. I agree. Just Moana who just shelled it under a bit of pressure. Joubert, that's right. Joubert's had a few contentious refereeing calls, hasn't he? Handling errors is 13-3. Oh, goodness me. Robbie, look at that. My dad was friends with several Ireland players of his day, and it used to drive my mum mental when they'd go for a run. And she'd be beating them. They'd take a shortcut because they couldn't stand losing to her. What? Cheers, man. Oh, bro, that's crazy. Your mum must have been quite the runner. Oh, Spencer could have had a try. Just brought down. That's the game. Definitely even more emphatic now. She was a top hockey player at the time. Wow, crazy. Look at Clark go. Pass was slapped down, but doesn't matter because it's backwards from the Tars. Spencer did the right thing. Bodie cross kick. AJ Lamb pops it inside. Try time. I had AJ Lamb in my fantasy team for the first few rounds and he wasn't performing, so I traded him out. But anyway, good times. But yeah, Robbie, that story you tell about your mum have and them taking shortcuts speaks to them not wanting to lose, eh? It's a professional sports thing. Well, my Blues got it done. I still stand by the fact that if the Tars had dropped half as much ball, they might have had, I don't want to say unassailable lead, but they would have had a very tight lead going into the final 10. They blew so many chances in that first half. You guys were calling it comical. But anyway, cheers everybody for coming along. Happy birthday again, Jules. Thank you for that. Josh for becoming a channel member. Cheers for that, bro. Robbie, thank you for your super chat, along with old Randy Viper. Had one as well earlier on. Randy, who I've met in person and called me a big unit, which I won't take. I'll take that in a positive manner, of course. And Phoenix as well. Phoenix for the super chat earlier. Thank you, folks. Going to go to bed in a good mood because the Blues managed to go to win. Well, I have to do this again. I have to get back on the live streaming wagon. I enjoy watching the games with you folks, and it's even better when the Blues. Maybe we shouldn't do Blues games. Maybe do like a Crusaders game next time or something. I don't know. But, yeah, defense, you're right, Josh. The defense in the first half was good. Part of the Tars making errors was the Blues guys defending well. But anyway, you guys take care. I need to get to bed because I'm going to get up early to watch some URC tomorrow. Glasgow is taking on Leinster. Should be a good game. But anyway, yeah. Cheers, everybody. And see you guys again for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.